Alright, so my first story is gonna be about something that happened to me in junior high, but really caught me off guard. So, I'll start off with I was a new kid. I switched elementary schools in 6th grade, so I was a new girl while everybody else was with friends. And that is where I met Robbie, we'll call him. He was, I guess, one of the cool kids during the time, and he was, in other words, he was mean to me. He didn't really call me names, but he wasn't the nicest guy towards me. And I wouldn't really call him a bully, but I would just say I would never classify him as nice in 6th grade. But somehow in 7th grade, I decided I liked him for some reason that doesn't make sense to me still to this day. And I thought, you know what, this guy, other than the fact that he's mean to me, he's actually pretty attractive. So I fell for him, and that's where it all went down. I told a couple of my friends, and somehow it ended up back to him. He found out, and for junior high, he asked me out, and I was like, oh my god, no way, this guy that I actually likes me back. And I got excited because I was like, oh, this guy is showing interest in me. So technically we dated for maybe 2 weeks, maybe at most, but I'm gonna tell you why we broke up. So in 7th grade, we had a junior high dance. You pay $5, you go to the gymnasium, there's DJ, and you dance. It was like everybody's first like actual school dance, and it was like one of the only times where we didn't have to wear a uniform. So I was excited to go, and I was supposed to go with Robbie and a couple of my friends. So I went, I paid $5, we went to the dance, and as soon as the dance started, which is right after school on a Friday, as soon as the dance started, Robbie pulls me aside and he decides to break up with me. He decides to break up with me after I paid the $5, after I got dressed up for him, after we invited all our friends to hang out with us, and at the beginning of the dance. So this was my first breakup, I guess. So I started crying in the middle of the gymnasium, and I never really thought that I had that many friends, but as soon as people saw me walking around with tears down my eyes and with a sad look on my face, people came up to me asking me what's wrong, and I pushed them off because I didn't want anybody to know my business. So I just ran to the bathroom, cried for a little bit, then I went back and I enjoyed the rest of the dance. But I find out later, I really can't remember how long later, but I can remember later that I had a conversation with Robbie, and Robbie confessed that the only reason why he decided to ask me out was because he felt pressured by other people since I confessed that I liked him. Which is bad, but on the other hand, I like the attention. But I don't know, I felt bad, so after that time, I decided I'm not really gonna tell people who I like, because if that happens, like, again, I'm not gonna be so pleased with myself. And yeah, so that's my first story. I'm just gonna let you guys know, disclaimer, this is not what all my stories sound like. This is just putting my foot in. I don't know what the heck the analogy would be, but I'm just testing the waters, that's it. I'm just testing the waters right now to see what happens. Personally, I do believe I have more interesting stories, But like just for the beginning ones, I'm just gonna take it a little bit easy. I have multiple stories about, just other incidents with guys, ex-boyfriends, family stuff, friends, car troubles, and a bunch of stuff. I'm not really trying to be a storyteller because obviously I'm not going to be showing my face, but you know what? Everybody finds a story interesting, so alright, guess I'll just see you next time.